Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, as always, several things to mention. We will talk about Antoine Semenyo, Ruben Neves, Joshua Zirkzee, Nico Paz and much more. Let's jump into it. And so guys, let's start today's video by mentioning news on a former Barcelona director, Jordi Cruyff, the son of the legend Johan Cruyff, who is today signing his contract as new Ajax director. Good luck to Jordi Cruyff, who agreed the terms with Ajax today, and so winning a big competition from several directors. Jordi Cruyff will be working for one of the most important clubs in Europe, Ajax in Amsterdam. More to say, guys, when it's about one of the big names of this January transfer window, and this Antoine Semenyo. Because in the last hours today, on this Sunday, we had stories coming from England about Liverpool trying to hijack the deal for Antoine Semenyo. What's the situation now? Let me explain to you what's this story. Liverpool have always been calling for Semenyo. They started calling in November, they continued calling before Christmas, and they kept on calling during the recent days to understand the situation. But I can guarantee to you that as of tonight, Sunday night, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, because my job is not to predict the future. But I have to tell you what's happening today. And what's happening today is that so far, Liverpool have never approached Bournemouth to start a conversation or to tell them, okay, we're going to pay the release clause. And this didn't happen because, as of today, the player preference already expressed a few days ago, before Christmas Eve, is to go to Manchester City. So, Man City remain convinced that Antoine Semenyo wants to join them. Man City remain relaxed about the situation. And Man City will be in contact with Bournemouth, I told you, before the start of January, to try to seal the deal for Semenyo as soon as possible. So, this is the plan. Remember, £65 million release clause is valid until January 10th. So, City Bournemouth will be again in contact these days to try to close the deal for Semenyo. Liverpool are calling on player side. Player agents to understand the situation. But at the moment, it's just about calls. If Liverpool will go into action for the hijack, I will let you know. But as of today, the situation is about calls. Manchester City have an agreement with Semenyo. And Manchester City are talking to Bournemouth, something that Liverpool, as of today, are not doing. So let's follow the situation step by step. When there is a release clause, like in this case, and it's also a short-time release clause, £65 million to expire on the 10th of January means that it's a similar situation to, obviously not financially, but on the technical steps, like a free agent. It's not about negotiating club to club. Club-to-club contact is just to try to see if there is a way. Otherwise, you go, communicate, and pay the release clause. It's not a problem. But it's similar to a free agent because the player decides everything in this kind of situation. And so, Liverpool have been calling, yes, but Liverpool started calling not today, not yesterday, in November, but Manchester City, on the financial point of view, have an agreement with Semenyo. And so, they remain confident about closing the deal with Bournemouth. That's the situation as of now. Many of you asking me if Manchester United joined this hijack attempt. At the moment, as of tonight, no, Man United have not returned on the case. And this is also why Manchester United are waiting to communicate with Roma for Joshua Zirkzee. Man United, via intermediaries, have received an official bid from Roma for Joshua Zirkzee. It's a loan with a potential obligation to buy. Roma have an agreement with Zirkzee. Zirkzee is ready to go to Roma and would be open to joining Roma, but this deal depends on Man United, on the management, on Ruben Amorim. They have to decide and say, okay, you can go. If they give the green light, the deal can be closed any moment, but this depends on United. And obviously, with United at the moment not captain Semenyo, it means that the timing could be different. On Man United, I told you guys in the last video that at the moment, I'm not aware of a negotiation for Ruben Neves. What I can tell you on Ruben Neves is that Manchester United spoke with the agent of Ruben Neves about several topics, as I told you in the last videos, but didn't send any bid for Ruben Neves. Many of you asking me about Neves, and so let me clarify something. Ruben Neves' contract is due to expire in the summer, 2026, so in a few months. At the moment, Al Hilal have made a proposal to Ruben Neves to extend the contract. Yes, they presented the proposal. The proposal is still on the table, but as of today, Ruben Neves has still not agreed to signing a new contract with Al Hilal. So, at the moment, no green light from the player. Ruben Neves is considering the possibility to return to Europe in the summer on a free or eventually in January, in this window. Obviously, in that case, a negotiation club to club with Al Hilal would be needed. Several clubs are exploring these opportunities, so several clubs are aware of the possibility to get Ruben Neves in this January transfer window, especially if he doesn't sign a new contract at Al Hilal. So now he's on the player. He has to decide what he wants to do. His agent is speaking to several clubs. There is a lot of interest for a very important midfielder like Ruben Neves, and it's not easy in this kind of short window like the January one to find a player of the level of Ruben Neves in a position that several clubs are tracking, midfielder. So let's follow this case, but for sure, Ruben Neves, I think is going to be an interesting situation to watch. Extend or don't extend, go to a new club or try a different chapter. This we will see, but Ruben Neves will be an interesting situation to follow. Then, just to add something more, guys. One point, just to clarify something on Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is out of contract in the summer transfer window. Man United have an option to extend, but from what I'm told, Man United have already been clear with people close to Jadon Sancho. Man United believe, Amorim or not Amorim, management or no management, Man United, everyone at the club, that the chapter of Jadon Sancho at Manchester United is closed. So no chance to find a different way. For Sancho, it's going to be a different future. Sancho will not play at Manchester United anymore. This is the clear position of the club. Then all the rest, we will be following that story. We will be following what's going to happen. Now I think it's time to let Jadon Sancho take his time with Aston Villa, enjoy his time at Aston Villa, try to make an impact. He's one of the best clubs in the world in this moment because the recent track record of Aston Villa is unbelievable. 11 wins in a row, something historical for Villa. Unai Emery is doing fantastic, but at the moment, Sancho's future will not be at Manchester United. Many questions also coming from Real Madrid fans. So Nico Paz asking if it's true that the deal is done for the summer transfer window. I maintain what I've been telling you guys for months. Real Madrid have a buyback clause for Nico Paz, around 9 million euros. And Real Madrid have already an agreement with Nico Paz to rejoin the club. Nico Paz wants to go to Real Madrid. But remember, despite what they said a few months ago, no January has always been a topic for summer 2026, not for the January transfer window. So Real Madrid still consider the opportunity to bring back Nico Paz to the club. They have an agreement with Nico Paz to bring him back to the club. That's 100% confirmed. Nico Paz wants to play for Real Madrid. That's very clear. So we have to understand just what's going to happen in the summer, if they will trigger the buyback clause or try to agree on terms with Como. But in any case, Real Madrid have the total control on Nico Paz and consider Nico Paz as one of the players for their future, probably their first signing for 2026. And so guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from Ruben Neves to Semenyo, Zirkzee, Nico Paz, Sancho and all the rest here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.